Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. One of the areas where we get the most questions in the inspection world is about electricity and the electrical service in houses, because people think it's very highly technical and they don't understand it, and they're honestly a little bit afraid of, getting shocked or getting zapped in their electrical system. So they're naturally a little bit fearful of it. So what we're going to do is go through, talk about how electricity gets into our house, how it's distributed in the house, go into some of the very basics of it, to hopefully give you a little bit better understanding of residential electricity. We are standing outside where the electrical service actually comes into this house, and because this is modern construction, it's actually coming in underground on what's called a service lateral. If it was coming in kind of the old-fashioned way overhead from an electrical pole out in the street, that would actually be called a service drop. But in this case, it's a service lateral. So it is coming in underground. Wires are coming up actually through this conduit right here into what's called the meter base, and then this is your electrical meter. This is actually what measures electrical usage in the house. This one is brand new, basically fully automated. It's a smart meter, so they don't even come by and read this meter anymore. It just transmits that electrical usage right back to the utility. But wires come up, they go through this meter, it measures your electrical usage, and then those conductors are actually coming in through this exterior disconnect. This is new construction. You're probably not going to see this on, anything that's really not pretty modern. Most of our electrical disconnects are inside, and we'll touch on that later. But in a typical residential situation, you actually have three conductors coming in, three wires or cables coming in. There's two hot wires, which here are the black and the red, and then a neutral wire. Those come in, they go through this 200 amp main disconnect right here. And then from this main disconnect, those same conductors are going to go inside down to our distribution panel in the basement here. And we'll walk inside and take the cover off that in a second. But these are aluminum conductors, which is perfectly normal. They've got the right antioxidant paste on them. And then the last thing in this panel, you'll actually see this bare copper wire is actually the ground wire that is kind of a secondary means of protection for this entire system, so that current goes to ground if there's ever a problem. And I'm looking around here to see if I can find out where the ground rod is, and it's not immediately apparent, but there is a ground rod out here somewhere as well, and we're going to find that ground wire back inside to protect the rest of the electrical system. But those are the basics of how electricity comes into most houses these days. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.